charity shopping again, as you've seen from the thumbnail. Now, recently there hasn't been a lot. I don't know whether that you fellow doll collectors have noticed this, that unfortunately, if you wanted something a little bit more vintage, it's coming away from the charity shops. I do understand why they do it, because some of them also have eBay sites and it gets more money for the charity, which is absolutely wonderful. But you're unlikely to find a sort of a vintage Cindy, for example, or a vintage Barbie in the wild. Although I have been lucky to find a few. Maybe you wouldn't call them in the wild like a few years ago when they might have been £3 or £4. There were more, but I have found the odd one recently. So that was actually quite cool. But the general charity shops I've been going in, nothing. There's been basic Barbies, there's been the odd rainbow high, usually quite sort of play one to say the least. One of the charity shops we've got here, it's great if you collect all sorts of dolls because there's a full range, but I am sort of quite specific what I'm picking out now. So there hasn't been much for me, or it's been overpriced. There was a rainbow high in the other day in a little dress. Not even one that she should have been in, really. And they were wanting £8 for this doll. Now, we all know if we want Vinted or eBay or maybe a toy fair or something like that, you don't really see them at toy fairs. But things like that, you can get them a lot cheaper than that. And to be honest, sometimes you can buy the new versions almost as cheap as what you see in the charity shop. So, a bit of a quandary there. Yeah, it's great to give to the charity. Or if, like, say, my granddaughter's wanting something, because she saw one the other week, and I looked at the price, and I think they wanted nearly £10 for this rainbow high. Not bad condition, but not fabulous. And I said, Lily, I can buy you one of those for almost that, and I'd rather have had a new one at that point because the condition of the other one wasn't so great. What actually happened is we ended up going on Vinted, and she chose one on there, and we got it for £4, and it was in superb condition. So shop around, be careful, but always check the charity shops out, because I certainly do, because you never know. And obviously that is why I'm doing this video, because I have a bag full of bits. Now, this is something I do like that this charity shop does, that we go to quite regular. It's clear people obviously donate bits and pieces, and they're like, oh, what am I going to do with that? I can't sell a doll dress, or I can't sell a pair of shoes. Well, they could, but it would be complicated for them. So what they do is they bag up all the bits. So I know in here there's some rainbow high stuff in here, there's some Barbie stuff in here. There's a handmade jumper in it, which is really cute from what I can see. You can see I've still got them sealed. I've been very good. There is only one. I don't know which one it was. No, it's not that one. There was this one that I did have a nosy because I couldn't resist, because there's a little rainbow high box. I love these little storage boxes, and it's stuffed with something. And I'm like, what is it? What is it? So yes, curiosity got the better of me, and I did investigate that one. I've not looked at any of the others, I promise. So we're going to be opening them top down. Let me know if you recognise any, because I usually don't. There's the odd bit I recognise. I'm very much inclined to go for what I like rather than worry about where it's from or what doll it is from. I'll just go, oh, that'd be cool, that'll fit so and so, things like that. But there's all sorts. There's accessories, shoes, hats. I think there's some, I don't know who that is. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Let's just get into the bags. Let's have a rummage. I love these rummages. I haven't seen these bags that they do for ages, so I think they must store them all up and then eventually pop loads of doll bits in a bag, tie them with a knot, and charge £3 for a bag, which is absolutely wonderful. Some with these, sometimes I keep some of them, sometimes my granddaughter takes some of them, sometimes I alter them, sometimes there's things in there that are in a really bad state and unfortunately have to be disposed of. So it's just fun going through them. It reminds me of my childhood going to jumble sales, which I absolutely love. We don't really get them anymore, do we? I think people are realising the value of a lot of vintage things, so you're not getting it quite as cheap as you used to. So if you enjoy my videos, don't forget to please like, subscribe and share, and let's go top down for a rummage. Time to play. Here are the bags I'm super excited about getting into. There are so many bits and bobs. As I mentioned, these were £3 each. And it's a bit of a lucky dip. I don't really know what's in there, apart from the fact you could see some. Obviously you can guess, oh, that's Barbie, that's whatever, but some of it I don't know until I get right in. So I don't know where to start here. Shall I start just one bag at a time, or I don't know. We'll do one bag at a time, I think, because of the space. So I'm going to go with this one because this is the bit that attracted me. Now, I don't know, it sort of makes me feel rainbow high, not sure. As I say, I've got a few rainbow highs, but I don't have that much. But I am lucky enough to have the case that holds the clothes and everything. So that's one of the reasons I went for some of these bits, because they can go in there. So what we got here? That's Barbie. That's got to be Barbie. I'm sure I've seen this on a Barbie, to be honest. I don't know which Barbie, but I have seen that one on a Barbie. But how cute is that? Because that will fit my Cindy's as well. So it makes a really nice summer dress. There's no label. I could be wrong then. I don't know. Do they all have labels now? I don't think they really do they? Especially if it's something off like a fashionista or something like that. But I do like it. I like the curves and everything. So that's a keeper. This is a little jumper somebody's made, which is super cute actually. Little press studs on the back. It's got a few poles. We might be able to sort that out, but it's like then that Velcro caught. But it is quite a cute little jumper. Might be one that probably I would pass on to my granddaughter, something like that. So I'll pop that there. She'll be watching this. She'll be waiting to collect all her stuff. A little jacket. Now that's a very, very thin waist. I think when the waists are that thin, you're quite often looking at a cheaper doll. Because I don't know whether some of you have sort of tried some of the cheaper dolls. They usually, yeah, they do have a tendency to have mega skinny legs and things like that. So I don't know. That's not necessarily one I would keep. We do have a little bit of damage. You've got to risk that with these bags, but I don't mind. Sometimes it's worth the repair, but that's a maybe not that bothered about. That I'm keeping. Now this, again, you can tell it a mile off. Listen to that. Can you hear that? Although saying that, some Barbie stuff can maybe be made out of this crinkly fabric. But you can tell it has been cheaply put together, and it's just a basic little dress. It's okay. It's not my idea of what I'd want, but it's okay. Might be okay for a little play dress, so I'll pop that one over there. Now we have a little pair of leggings, which they're super cute. They're okay. They're small. Is that rainbow high? You can see it's sort of short in this area, but then it looks a bit small for rainbow high. I don't know, but they're okay. Just some little short leggings. They'll be quite cool to put with something. Perhaps if Cindy wants to, or Barbie wants to get a little bit disco, they'd be great. Now, as I mentioned, this was the little jacket I loved. I thought it was so cute. That has to be rainbow high, doesn't it? I can't see it being anything else. Could be wrong, but they're nice. I know the sleeves aren't lined, but it's nicely edged where it goes to the sleeve. And I just thought that was a bit of fun. It's either, please correct me here, it is either rainbow high, which I still think it is, or it's going to be a Barbie extra. It feels that sort of fun, bubbly sort of thing. So I like that a lot. So, oh, that's just my label. Now that, oh, I think I've got this. Now, is this Barbie the ocean range? I know I've got an umbrella like that, but it's a cute sarong. So that'd be really nice with a swimming costume. So that's a definitely good one. Now, ooh, now could this be for the Action Man? Which would be quite cool because my Action Man doesn't have that many clothes, bless him. Though I don't think Cindy wants him to go back into his army stuff, but it would be quite cute to do something with them. So that's got to be, hasn't it? There'll be no labels. I know there won't. No, it's no label. But it feels of that era, you know, like the pocket is quite nicely made, even with the little pleat in it. That's just a piece of cotton off something, so it's not coming off this. But yeah, then it'll all need a bit of a wash, but I think that's pretty good. And this is this one for the guys. Although I don't know, it looked quite nice on Barbie or Cindy as well. Doesn't really matter, does it? Most of these clothes will cross over quite nicely. But it feels a bit bigger, you know, like on the waistline. And you'll usually find when you get like Cindy thing, well, not Cindy necessarily, Barbie nowadays really, they're usually to fit. Whereas that looks a little bit broader. So maybe my Action Man could have that. I think that's quite nice with a pair of jeans. I think he'd look good with that. So that's a keeper. And then this. Now this looks old. It feels older. The fabric feels older. The way it's made, everything. It's not in the best of conditions, but a wash could make the difference there. This is quite nice, the little top with the little lemons on them. Are they lemons? They are lemons, aren't they? Just a little bit of Velcro. Can't even speak this morning. A bit of Velcro that's coming off, but easy solve. But I think it could be nice. I think that one needs a wash and I'll decide. So that one's staying in that decide pile. Second bag. So many goodies. Oh, there's quite a lot in this one. Where did I put that other bag? I need to make sure I recycle them. That's my label, as I say. Cost me £2. Oh, rainbowhigh. Looks a bit small at the top, but I don't really know. It's cute. I do like it. It would go with something, so we'll keep that one over there. We have a basic fashionista dress, I would say, but they are quite nicely made, as long as they're not that papery stuff. They are nicely made. Bit of stretch, so they'll fit on a few different dolls. Just a basic design, look great with a cardigan and things like that. So, yeah, that's okay. Now, who we got here? Now, again, these look a little bit large for either Cindy or Barbie. So, are they Ken's? In fact, I don't think you can see, you'll be able to see this on the camera, but there's a very, very faint pattern in these, and that very faint pattern actually looks a little bit sort of to fit this. So is that an outfit for our Ken? I think it'd look all right, wouldn't it? Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to keep those two together. Over you go. We have a, oh, I love the print on this. This is cute. It's a Barbie, I would say. I think the little studs give it away there. It's funny because I love some of the fashionistas, but I just wish their bodies had moved. But then it's finding the bodies. You could, yeah, you could swap heads, fair enough. But then I always feel guilty doing that. So I feel like I'm sort of destroying one doll to create, you know, another one. And I feel a bit weird. But I like that. So though it's small, isn't it? Is it Barbie? I like that one though a lot. Keep that one over there. Oh, what we got here? Oh, that's weird. We have a wig. Who has a wig? Anybody help me on that one? It's a small head. Look at that. It's a Barbie size head, I would have said. But I don't know. Obviously, it's not Barbie. It can't be Barbie unless there's something I have missed somewhere along the line. I love the colour, actually. I need to give this a wash because you can see where it is nice condition. It's really nice. You can see that. But then it just needs a bit matted, that's all. But I think a wash and a sort of good brush would actually do it. I just don't know whose head it would fit. I mean, I've actually got a Barbie over here. She's doing something else with me in a minute. But for example, it would fit. So it's a Barbie size headpiece. Yeah, she can have that as a new hair. But what size doll has had wigs with that size head? Because on average you'll see things like the rainbowhigh or the Blythes or dolls like that. Or I'm trying to think who else has got wigs. Who else has got wigs up there? Not a lot, actually. I don't really have a lot of dolls that have wigs apart from my Smart Dolls and that. It's useful for something. I don't know what. We'll keep that one there. That's a Barbie, isn't it? Screams a mile off. I have a little drawer where I keep all the bits like that, so that's okay. What we got here? Oh, it's pretty. Got a little blouse. Let's put it together and it gives us an idea on the width. Again, a little bit wide here, but then I don't know. I've not got a clue, but I do like it. So I'll keep that one. What we got here? This is a little coat. Is it a little doctor's coat? I think it would probably be a Barbie fashionista type one. Again, I'm not that bothered about it. It's okay. So that can go in that pile. We have a little dress. Now, it has a paw print on. So would that go with that? Do you think it's a vet's jacket? I think it is. Because if she had that and then that over it, to be sort of like a doctor stroke vet type thing. So again, not one I'm bothered about, but I'll pop it over there. Now we know where that is. That's Barbie. Obviously that's Barbie, but that is super cute. That will go that way around, preferably. That would go on any of the dolls, actually. And it doesn't have to be for Barbie because of its sort of the build of it. Ken could quite easily wear that. We know how much he loves her. Don't know whether she'd appreciate him wearing that though, with her name all over it. But it would fit most fashion dolls. Love that one. So I'll keep that one over there. Now this, I did spot this. Now this is Ladybird, if I remember rightly. I've not watched the show. I know it is a Disney one. Well, I'm saying I've not watched it. We watched it very briefly in the early days when my granddaughter was a bit younger, but then I think she sort of grew out of it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I thought it might be fun if one of the dolls did like a cosplay of the other doll. I mean, dolls doing cosplays of dolls. Not quite sure who it'll squeeze. I think it would have to be Barbie because it's got a bit of a stretch, but there's not a lot there, is there? She's quite a slim doll. So, yeah, I just thought that'd be a bit of fun for fancy dress fit doll. What we got? Oh, a little top. So-so. It's okay. I think it's just a general little play top. So, play pile. And then this... I recognise this. This is another one I recognise, but I recognise it as an older one. It has a B on it, so it has to be Barbie. Now, which one? I'm just looking up there. I've actually got the Toy Story Barbie, who has, I know it's not that one, but she's got a leotard on that colour. So that jacket, and she's got her leg warmers. Have her leg warmers got pink in them? Yes, they have. Pink and turquoise and things. That might be quite fun for her. I don't think I can reach her from here. Can I reach her? Let me see. Let me try it on her. No, I can't. My little stool's not in here today. It's in the bathroom at the minute. But yeah, so I might actually keep that for her. I've got these bits now. See anything? Get bits and bits and bits. I need to hoover some of this up in a bit. Right, so that's been predominantly Barbie, which I'd expected. Now, these bags, do we open them both together? I don't know. I keep saying that and then I don't, do I? I think I'm going to have to keep them separate because there's too many. Too many bits. I love bits. Bit accessories are great for photos. Right, so another plastic bag that needs sorting out. So, I think we all know what that is. But as I said, because I've got the wardrobe, these coat hangers are perfect because I can pop them in the little wardrobe I've got. So, that is fabulous. These are going to be... I'm going to put these in middle, I think. Let's move those out of the way a little bit. So, perfect for the actual wardrobe I've got. Now, again, rainbow high, because it says rainbow high. It's very stiff, though. It's not one I've had. None of my girls have got a jacket on like that. So I'm just wondering why it goes so stiff. Was it stiff when it was first made? Or is it just gone stiff with age? Because some fabrics don't age well. Might have to play about with that one because that looks very tight to actually fit. I know they're very slim, the rainbow highs at the top, but that sort of feels quite tight, so might need to have a play with that one. But again, we'll be keeping that one. A little brush. Don't really need a little brush. I have lots of little brushes, so that can go in that pile. Now, this is quite cool. Now, is this the Elvis one? Does it still work? Is there a button and on off? There's battery there. Let's see. Shall we see if it works? How cool is that? So they'll play the same. I've absolutely no idea. I think I'm going to turn it off now. It works though. That's cool. If I can turn it off. There we go. What's it say on the back there? Not a lot. It's an MGA. It's got to be... yeah, lol. I think this is lol, innit? That's quite cool that it still works. I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do with it, but it could be super cute to do sort of a picture or one of the other dolls. I don't know, say we, I don't know, create a rock concert or something. I think that'd be really cool. Right, where else are we going? Oh, I found these, which I think we've got to be missed. Yeah, it says Ken on the bottom. But they look like old Ken shoes, don't they? And the way Ken, can you see the way Ken is actually written on them? Makes me feel they're an older shoe, but they're really nice. These are brogues, aren't they? I know there's a difference between them, but if they've got this sort of design on them, I think they're brilliant. My Ken will be very happy with those. They're perfect. Now we have another label for the price. Put that over there. We have a corset, is it? It is a corset that clips together around somebody's very, very tiny waist. Not sure. Pop that there. We have some little headphones, which are cool. I mean, again, we'll bring Barbie in here. They could be used for Barbie. I suspect they're not, but I think it's quite a nice size for Barbie. So Again, they scream a little bit maybe lol doll, but they're cool. Like those a lot. We have another little coat hanger, which is a lol one that's making us think some of the contents in here are, which I'm not bothered about that one, so I can go over there. Now this is cute. Who's this? This feels like a Disney dress. We got a label. Right, got a label I can't read. Disney, Jack Specific. Yep, so we know it's a Disney doll's dress, but that's as much as we can tell. Look, it's still got the thing. Careful with these, because if you pull them, they will rip the fabric. Can you see how that's attached in there? Now, who have we got? Who is it? Help. Something must tell me which one it is. It's not. Is it Rapunzel? The colour? Oh, help on that one. I'll get some help off you guys for that. Now, like I said, these are the boxes I like, because again, they're great for storing the shoes I've got. I think somebody else has stored some food or something in there at some point. It needs a bit of a clean, but it does have these super cute rainbow high shoes. I do like the shoes. I just have sort of displays of shoes if I had the room. Not for me, for the dolls. The dolls have got way more shoes than I've got. And I certainly couldn't wear a pair like that nowadays. But that's the wrong way around, because we've got an H and an R, but you know what I mean. It's got to be the other way around. But they're cute. I like those, but the box is a little bit grubby. So we need to do that a little clean. Oh, there's a little belt as well, which, is it rainbow high? I don't know. Let's pop it in the box. Right, last box. So I like that. There were some really nice things. A bit fun as well. Quite cool that that guitar works. And this is the last bag, which is actually a little bit bigger, but I think there's a lot of lol in here. Oh, we've got another guitar. Oh, wasn't there? There were two lol dolls that were like rock stars, weren't there? Let's see if this one works. Super cool. Let's turn it off. Amazed the batteries haven't run out, actually, because you know what kids are like, keep playing them. There's a lot of batteries in there, though. But like I say, I'll not really be playing. Need to keep an eye on that, because batteries can go a bit funny inside things, can't they? So, yeah, we'll have to create some sort of strange rock band, I think. So that's cool. I keep saying the word cool, don't I? So, it's better than cute. I get told off for saying cute too much. Yeah, wheels. But unfortunately, nothing else to go with the wheels. But might be able to use it for something. I'll have to have a think. That might be one that's going to be a, I don't know, a crafting project. Funny little see-through dress. That's lols, isn't it? Like the neon, so I'll put that over there. I saw this and I thought this was cute. Now, again, tell me if I'm wrong. I think lol doll. I think. But I was thinking I don't know if it's gonna be too small for smart doll or not. Let me grab my girl here. She's still got her bunny stuff on. She really do need to change it, because it's not Easter anymore. It's just out of curiosity. It could make a sort of a quirky cute hat, but I don't think it's quite right. Whose head's that size? Rainbow High's head size. That's head, if I could speak, is that size. Not really got anybody else with that head size. I keep saying head size, don't I? But I just like its design. I think it might be useful for something. I'm making a bit of a mess with this set, aren't I? Pop that over there. Right, let's keep all this together so I know what I'm looking at and what I'm not. This is fun. Again, is this a lol? Although, no, it's too big, isn't it, for Draculara? I was just looking with it being the pink and the black, and it being a bit sort of vampire-ish. Well, spiderwebby, really, isn't it? Whose are you? I like it, though. I like it, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It will go in my, because as I said, the little drawers I've got divided up into like headbands, jewellery, things like that. So I'll go in the headband drawer. It will fit somebody at some point. We have more little coat hangers. I think that one's a little bit damaged, so I don't think there's much chance of saving that one. We have another coat hanger which can go in with the case I have. Ooh, whose is this? This is a different shaping altogether compared with the others. No labels, bit of Velcro. I know it might look quite cute. It does need a little bit of repair. Again, let's put it for my Kirby. She'd look quite cute in that, wouldn't she? it'll fit someone. We'll have to experiment with that. Yeah, I think it might go in that pile. We have a little bag, which is super cute. Again, that has to be a lol, does it not? But I do like that. So again, you know I like bags. There's bags all over the place. Another little top, which is, oh, I think it's a little bit past repair, this one. I think it looks like somebody's chewed it. It's got a band around it and things. Oh, I think it's a skirt. Ah, you know, because it has that little bit there. I think it's supposed to be a skirt. Not in the best condition, so that's probably not a keeper. So over you go, Mr. Not a Keeper. Again, little loldol jacket, it's got to be because of its size. It is cute. Don't know who it would fit, but it might go along with something. We have... yeah, we have. Obviously, these are shoulders. This obviously... don't know, is that supposed to get over them? Does it hold something? You know, like we've got the guitars or something like that. Some sort of... something. I'll need help on that one. I don't know what it is. I'm going to keep hold of it for now and see if anybody else knows what it is. We have more coat hangers, which are useful. We have another lol coat hanger, which can go over there. Oh, we're getting proper rock chick now, aren't we? Look at this. Who's that going to fit? We could play around with that one because I think it would fit quite a few of the fashion dolls. I don't know whose it is. It's still, I still screaming loldolls a lot of this to me, but I think that could go over something and we could create something for one of the basic sort of size fashion dolls, you know, your Barbies, your Cindy's, etc. It's not broad enough to go anywhere else, so yeah, we'll see how that one goes, but this is still a keeper. We have some hair, rainbow high hair. Not sure what I do with that, but I do use odd bits of hair for rerouting. It's in quite good condition. Was there a doll where you could have hair pieces? It's got to be something like that, or somebody just cut the hair off and then just saved it for something. But yeah, that can be used. So over you go. We're nearly at the end. We've got another coat hanger, another rock chick. This is weird. It's like we've got these rocky type things, and then we've got guitars. We have a rocky sort of type of headpiece. So they've got to be lols and they've all got to be linked. Let me know, guys, you guys who collect lol dolls. I don't have a few, but I don't have enough to go, oh, I'm a collector or anything like that. But these all seem to be sort of matching. So I reckon there's got to be some sort of rocky sort of connection. Now we have another coat hanger and we have another sort of see-through-y thing, which again would sort of scream band or things like that. It's very tiny, so again, got to be lol. We have one shoe and we have one shoe. I hope there's another one of those. I don't think there is, but that would be, I do like that one. In fact, did I not have that? You know, I'm really bad. I buy things and I forget what I've got. I like that. I think there is one in the other box I've got though. And another box, yay! They must have just, oh, everything jumps out of. This box is a little bit cleaner, which is great, but I will still give it a wash. So they look how they store really nice. Cindy actually has some of these in her house, in her bedroom, and also, like I say, in my rainbow high box. So they look like they are odds, but you never know. One might come along one day. We have some little stockings. These are nice. They'd fit the Blythes. They look really cute. They look like they got six. No, I think I was going to say spiderwebs. I don't think they are. But yeah, these will go Blythe. They will go Barbie. They will go Cindy. They're just really nice. I really do like those. We have some leg pieces here, which I think are they laced? They're sort of faux laced up. In fact, I'm not so sure. It's not faux, but they're laced up the back. Not sure what I'd use them for. Could be sleeves. They might not be for legs, but they are quite cool. Again, got a lot of sort of rock pop star vibes, haven't we? All these are boots, aren't they? These are boot covers, well, leg covers over shoes sort of thing. But whose, I don't know. Well, there's a lot to ponder in this lot, isn't there? Another little pair of stockings, which is always nice. A white pair are always good. They do need a bit of a wash, but that's again not a problem. It'll all get a bit of a soak. I think that's the best thing to do. We have a couple of odd bits. A little gold sock and a little pale sock. We have warning extra. Now, is that a Barbie extra one? I don't know what it's for. I could use it for something. Might put it in my Jason as a little dress, little tiny doll dress. That'd be quite funny. But yeah, I'll use it for something. I don't know about that bit. And then we have these two, the last but not least, these two weenie cuffs, which, again, it's got to be lol, isn't it, for this size. We are starting to see lol and rainbow high appearing in the charity shops now. But I do have tiny weenie dolls, so these could be used for something. What? I do not know. So, wow. Let's pull it all together. I need to sort all this out. I had sort of sorted it out. I know what I'm doing with some of it. It's only a couple of bits, actually, that I would class as needs to go in the bin. The rest will either be washed or, like I say, my granddaughter will probably take a few bits. I need to sort out which for dolls and then pop the accessories in the boxes I've got and things like that. But otherwise, I'm quite pleased with that. It was £3 a bag. So what? Can't count. £12, yeah? Not a bad haul. And I just like rummaging. So I just enjoy this sort of bit. Like, oh, what's this? And oh, what's that? I do enjoy that side of it. If you've got any information, please tell me. It doesn't matter if somebody else has said it. Just give me as much information as anything. I really would like to know whose wig that is, because I think that's quite cool. Some I think I've got right. Some I haven't got a clue. So thank you so much for watching and being patient while we get into that. That was actually longer than I thought. So thank you again. See you all very soon. Don't forget to please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in a little while. Bye bye for now.